Most exciting things to expect from Inside Out 2. The sequel to the popular 2015 Pixar animated film Inside Out will premiere in 2024, and the upcoming movie contains many exciting developments. Number 1. Returning to one of Pixar's best films. Inside Out surprisingly became one of Pixar's best movies following its release in 2015, and it's exciting that the film studio is returning to its compelling characters, intriguing storylines, and perfect balance of humor and heartfelt emotions. Hopefully, the upcoming sequel will not be a carbon copy of its predecessor, but will bring something refreshing to the established story. Only time will tell if Inside Out 2 lives up to the hype that has been building for 9 years. Number 2. Inside Out. 2 is Pixar's second chance at tackling puberty. Inside Out 2 will not be the first time Pixar has addressed the subject of puberty in one of their films. Puberty was also at the center of the story in Turning Red. However, while Turning Red received positive reviews and a nomination for Best Animated Feature at the 95th Academy Awards, the 2022 movie had a limited theatrical release, and it was simultaneously added to Disney's streaming library due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The film didn't bring in much revenue for Pixar, so the Inside Out sequel will be its second chance at tackling puberty, and perhaps it will do a better job than Turning Red. Number 3. An update on Riley and Jordan. At the end of Inside Out, Riley bumps into a boy named Jordan during one of her hockey games, and he is clearly flustered by her. Jordan returns in the Pixar short Riley's First Date, which depicts him and Riley, maybe, going on a skating date. However, the story mainly focuses on Riley's parents and their emotions as they react to the possibility of their daughter going on her first date. Pixar hasn't confirmed whether Jordan will appear in the sequel, but the upcoming movie should provide viewers with an update on his relationship with Riley. Number 4. The possibility of additional unannounced emotions. So far, Pixar has disclosed 4 new emotions entering the picture in Inside Out 2: anxiety, envy, ennui, and embarrassment. However, the film studio may have more tricks up its sleeve that they are waiting to reveal when the sequel begins its theatrical run. It is possible that, aside from the 4 new characters, the 2023 animated film will introduce more emotions. Turning 13 years old brings on a wave of new feelings for everyone, and Riley won't be any different. Number 5. Joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust's reactions to the new emotions. Joy developed tremendously in Inside Out as she learned to let Riley feel sad, angry, afraid, and disgusted instead of just focusing on her being happy all the time. However, perhaps Joy will revert to her old ways once the new emotions arrive at headquarters in the sequel. It will undoubtedly be stressful for all the characters, including sadness, fear, disgust, and anger, as they adjust to sharing Riley in Inside Out 2. Number 6. Riley is turning 13. For most of Inside Out, Riley is 11 and in a new city with no friends or familiarity. The pressure of change and trying to adapt to her new normal was overwhelming, which led to sadness overpowering joy. By the film's end, Riley finally opens up to her parents, once Joy hands over control to sadness, leading to progress and a chance to properly process her emotions. She turns 12 near the movie's conclusion, and when the sequel begins, it will be 1 year later, with Riley turning 13. 13 is a trying time for anyone, and becoming a teenager and entering puberty will undoubtedly be a central theme in Inside Out 2. Number 7. The return of sadness and joy's complex dynamic. One of the best parts of Inside Out was the complicated relationship between joy and sadness and how it developed over the course of the film. At their core, they were opposites, but Joy eventually learned that sadness was a necessary emotion to help Riley grow, especially as a preteen. By the end of the 2015 movie, Joy and Sadness were on good terms and were actively working together to help Riley. So, the sequel will undoubtedly revisit their complex dynamic since they were the central duo in the first installment. Number 8. The sequel introduces 3 more new emotions. Even though they were not seen in the Inside Out 2 teaser trailer, more new emotions besides anxiety have been teased. So far, Pixar has revealed that 3 other characters will join anxiety as the newbies at headquarters in the sequel, including embarrassment, ennui, and envy. Unfortunately, the actors voicing these emotions are unknown, but the names of the new characters are interesting, given that Riley is starting puberty in the 2024 animated picture. Stay ahead of the curve by subscribing to the YouTube channel Visionary Cinema, where you'll be the first to know about the latest movie releases.